So I'm with Jeremy from 386 Fab. He's the guy that put together my new car. The reason why I went with Jeremy, he came highly recommended from a bunch of guys in the comp world, John Sherwin and Malik, and I really wanted a portal car, and it speaks volumes when somebody actually supports the East Coast and supports wheeling. So that's why I went with 386 Fab, and I'm gonna let him take it over and tell us who he is and his background in wheeling and anything else he wants to share.
All right, my name's Jeremy Ingram. 386 Fab's kind of a new company for us in the last like 10 years. We whole life been involved in four-wheeling. It's always been a good way for me to spend time with my family. First all with my dad, and then now my son's been involved with it for the last 10 years or so. So it's just a good time to get out there, and I've always been into portal cars. Shannon Campbell built me my first one about 20 something years ago. I've had portal cars ever since. So now with just trying to, I've always liked Jesse's stuff. Him and I have become pretty close. I consider him a friend now, and we're just trying to really bring the best cars, parts, and designs to market, where we can build a consistent car with, if people need parts or service or anything, we can help them out, whether we have replacement panels, anything in stock. And we're just trying to make it repeatable and have the best quality stuff out there on the market.
That's one of the other reasons I didn't touch on. It's repeatable. If I bend a tube, he can send me a tube. If I bash a panel, I don't have to worry about it's one off or whatever. It's basically everything is repeatable with these cars. And he's always coming to the East for either a comp or something. So that's one thing that I really liked about the car. It wasn't a full custom one-off thing, because that was the problem with my old car. I bent tubes and then I'd have to rebend everything, and this way I can just give him a phone call. And also, he's a one-stop shop. He's a dealer for anybody you can think of, mostly PRP to Brannick. He's a dealer for, so he can get whatever parts you want, he can get them, and he can sell you a cage or a chassis bare or
a roller,
yeah,
all the way to complete cars, or anywhere in between.
Yep. And what is the base price for just a chassis?
Chassis are around, chassis with some tabs on them and some panels are around $8,000, and like a roller's anywhere from, say, depending on if you get shocks, wheels, tires, steering columns, all that, you're somewhere in the 45 to 50 range, where all you got to do is really drop in your powertrain and go.
Yeah, and these will take any powertrain basically, right? LS to...
Yeah, right now we have EcoTech, EcoBoost, LS, and old Iron 350 mounts that we're working on. They'll all be ready within the next 2 weeks.
And what's next on your agenda?
Next is we're finishing these 5 cars, then we are building 5 single-seat cars, and then we'll be doing another 15 two-seaters after that. So the goal is in the next, say, 8 months to build another 25 cars. So
the crazy thing is, when I told somebody I was coming to Michigan to pick up my new rock crawler, they kind of looked at me, but one thing, driving through Detroit, it was like the birthplace of automobiles, so now it's going to be the birthplace of rock crawlers as well. Because how far are you from Detroit?
45 minutes.
45 minutes, and from the border of Ohio?
About an hour.
Yeah, so he's smack dab in the country, in the middle of the country almost, I would say. So, and if you're from out west or from the East Coast, I'm going to put all of his information down below on it. And the car that he did, you want to tell him what you did with it?
Yeah, so right now it's a JHF 2-seat chassis. We have, it's got JHF portals front and rear,
The new ones.
The new portals with his new steerings, all proprietary to Jesse. There's no used parts in them. It's got Raceline bead locks that we powder coated a custom color for Joe. It's kind of a one-off color. And then it's got TSL stickies on it. And then we skinned it all with 1/8 inch aluminum. And then it's got all AR plate skids and belly pans. It's got the steering column already mounted. We have the master brake cylinder mounts, the pedal assemblies for both gas and brake pedal assemblies in, winch mounts, fuel cell mounts. So it's really close where he just has to drop in a motor, transmission, and some wiring, and
Plumb it and
yeah, ready to go.
And down the road. And my goal is for Motorama. And if you're on the East Coast, you probably know what Motorama is. It's basically the kind of SEMA of the East Coast, and that's where you'll first be able to see the car in person. The plan is a 3.9 700 R4 Atlas, and that's basically the drivetrain, and then we have to throw 2 seats in it, and that should be ready to go by then. So we have a couple months to get it ready for them, but I really appreciate Jeremy taking the time and the attention to detail, like being able to pick your own color of the wheels, and you don't have to worry about shipping them or anything. Everything's right here because he has a powder coat in place right here, and so that's what's nice. It's soup to nuts. Like,
yeah, you kind of pick what step you want to do yourself, or if you want us to do all of it. We're happy to do as little or as much as you guys want us to do.
Well, I appreciate it,
Yeah,
and thank you.